3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph hanging out on the listening device. Thank you very much for being here. No matter how you're listening or watching, we appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And we also appreciate the people who came out last night for another Puff and Steph live event, Arugas on 22. We were celebrating their brand new renovated Arugas. We very much appreciate you guys for coming out and being part of the fun, winning some prizes. It was absolutely a good time. The booze was good. The wings were good. Cookie pizzas for everyone. It was fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you for giving the cookie pizzas some love this time.
Today's show brought to you by H&R Block. H&R Block reminds you that you have only 7 days left to file your taxes. 7 days left to file your taxes. Do it with H&R Block, hrblock.com. They're sponsoring the show today. We like them very much. This is an interesting question that I've never really thought of, even though it absolutely is my life. A study from the University of Nevada finds that people will pass judgment on couples in which the wife does not take the husband's last name.
Wow. Right, because that's like so traditional to do it that way.
Right. The study author, a psychology professor at the University of Nevada, found that when a woman chooses not to take her husband's surname after marriage, people perceive her husband as being more feminine and less masculine. Those same women, on the other hand, are perceived as wielding more power and being more self-focused, ambitious, and assertive. So I say this is interesting because the wife has not taken my last name, and we've been married almost 4 years now.
She hasn't done it officially, but she's planning on it, right?
Well, she says she was going to do it forever, and she just never has. Changing her name's a pain in the butt, and I agree with that. Does it really bother me? That's the next question, because in reality, it only matters what you think. It really doesn't matter if the neighbor across the street thinks something of it because she doesn't have my last name. Does it bother me? I'm not going to say it doesn't bother me at all. If you want to put a percentage on it, like 100%, I'm super bothered, the most bothered you could be. 1% being like, meh. I'm like a 12. Like 12%. Yeah, it's kind of like, it'd be nice, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, and I know that, so I don't worry about it too much.
Right.
Am I more feminine than most guys? You mean, yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't know.
No,
I mean, I pee when I like sitting down when I pee. You know, whatever.
It doesn't matter. It's cool. Do whatever makes you happy. But see, I don't think it necessarily makes the guy more feminine. I think it just might, in some cases, mean that the woman is more independent, or maybe she really loves her family name and wants to carry it on.
Yeah, see that. So you agree with maybe the second half of it, where it makes the woman seem more self-focused, ambitious, and assertive.
Absolutely, because I actually have a friend who is engaged, and she has said, I am not taking his name. Absolutely not. I don't know why people do that. I don't it's not my thing. She's against it. I personally will 100% take my husband's last name, and the reason might sound dumb, but I guess it is just kind of traditional. And plus, I just want all of us to have the same last name. You have kids, and
sure.
I don't know. To me, that's important. But everybody's different.
Right. So do you look at me as a weak man because my wife hasn't taken my last name?
I don't, honestly. For me, it's just a no-brainer personally. But I don't have a problem with other people who do it differently. You know.
Okay. All right.
But I also have a sidebar question. You said surname.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's last name. A surname is another name for a last name. You didn't know that?
No, it sounded like something they would have said in medieval times. Your surname. I did not know what that meant. I'm like, what is he talking about?
What? I'm Puff, the Earl of York's surname Johnson or something?
Right. Doesn't that sound legit? It sounds like it's old time.
No, I can't get with you on this one. Sorry.
Wow. I just had no idea what that meant. Okay.
All right, not coming up right now. I think this, if it would be you if you were a criminal. If Steph was a member of the Bloods, this would be you. A Bloods gang member suspected in a Brooklyn robbery early Monday was arrested by cops after returning to the scene of the crime to pick up his dog.
You can't leave your dog behind. Come on, bro. Are you an amateur?
Miguel James and another man got into a fist fight around 1:30 in the morning. During the scrap, James allegedly reached into his SUV and grabbed a gun, scaring off both his foe and a witness before driving off. But it quickly occurred to James that he'd left his dog behind. As he circled back to pick it up, he found the NYPD already on the scene. Officials pulled him to a stop. He allegedly admitted to having the altercation with the victim. Cops found marijuana, found a machete and a loaded gun inside his car, in addition to the victim's necklace in his pocket that he snatched during the brawl. There's no word about the dog.
That's what I was going to say. Well, let's cut to the chase here. Is the dog still there? Is the dog okay?
I have no idea.
What? Why wouldn't that be at the top of the story? That's what people want to know.
There is no word. Hold on. Let me see if I can find another site. Returns to crime dog. I wrote returns to crime dog, and McGruff the crime dog came up.
Same thing, yeah.
Oh my god. Let's see here.
Like, they gotta give us the important details on this story. You can't just not mention the dog again.
Hold on, I had to jump on the New York Post real quick. The blood went back for his hound. Got busted for it. I'm looking for this. I just don't. I don't see it at all.
I have so many issues with this. I don't even know why the guy would take his dog to begin with. Leave your dog at home when you're committing crime.
Well,
end of story.
Is that your tip of the day? Everyone, if you're going to commit a crime, leave your dog at home. So Steph.
It's a no-brainer.
NYPD actually put this on Instagram. Our midnight officers arrested an individual in possession of this loaded 9mm handgun in #Flatlands, #Brooklyn, after he robbed a victim but forgot his dog at the crime scene and came back for the pup, and they used a dog emoji.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and assume the dog's okay, but they don't mention it at all, not even in this New York Post article.
Why? They should at least put at the end, like, oh, and by the way, like, the dog is safe or whatever.
The cops don't. Hold on. I've read all of it.
The dog's gonna need a new home. The dog's gonna need a new home because he's going to jail. I'll adopt him.
I know you're worried about the dog stuff. I know you're worried about the dog. All right. Thursday means we give out advice. It's coming up next.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Hey honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
All right, it's Thursday, and that means Steph and I are going to be dishing out some advice. It is the advice column. You guys write us in with your issues. Steph and I, who are very much unlicensed counselors and unlicensed therapists, will help you out as best we can or ruin your life. One of two things is probably going to happen here. I think this might be one of, if not our first dude. Have we had guys write in before?
I don't think so. Now that you mention it, I think it's been all females.
This comes to us from Mark, and he put his name in quotation, so I'm guessing that's not his real name.
Tricky, okay.
Okay. Puff and Steph, I hear you guys make fun of being in the friend zone all the time, so I'm hoping you can help me get out of it. I've been friends with this girl for a few years, and I've seen her go from bad relationship to bad relationship. It's not all on the guys either. She usually dates based on looks more than she wants to admit, and it's backfired on her many, many times. We were always nothing more than friends, and then about a month ago, I came to the realization that I have developed feelings for her. I blame it on the pandemic because we were texting back and forth, and I really got to know her and she got to know me. The more I texted, the more I liked. I always thought she was cute, but I never really looked at her in that way until very recently. The first time we hung out since coronavirus started, I felt weird and awkward being around her. Now I know what you guys will probably say. Just tell her, shoot your shot, don't be a coward. I mean, yeah, he pretty much nailed what we say. But it's not that easy. I'm almost certain she doesn't feel that way. She has called me, quote, a good guy and her, quote, buddy. I'm sure, like my brother, is on the tip of her tongue. I'm worried that she won't want to see or talk to me if I tell her I like her. I want to move out of her friend zone, but I don't know how to, and I don't want to lose her if it doesn't go well. I'm not a bad-looking guy, but I'm definitely not the type of guy she usually goes for.
Don't be hard on yourself.
How would you guys approach my situation? Thanks, Mark, in quotations. Mark, as someone who has been friend-zoned by many girls throughout his life, I'll tell you this. We only really regret the chances we don't take in this world.
Wow, Pop, this is deep. Okay.
I'm serious. I am. I'm serious. Like, for instance, when the wife and I started, and I've told this story a couple times, when the wife and I started hanging out, I really liked her, but I have been friend-zoned so many times, and I wasn't sure how she was feeling, that I literally said, I'm either going to date this girl or I'm not going to be friends with this girl. Because I want to date her, and I don't want to be friend-zoned for the umpteenth time in my life. So I made my intentions known quite early. And it worked out. Yay me. But I understand the fear of rejection. The fear is what kept me from telling other girls I liked them. I mean, not recently, but back in the day.
Before you were married, yeah.
Correct, before I was married. I don't, Mark, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. The fear is crazy. The fear of rejection, I get it. Trust me, dude, I get it.
It's bad. It's rough. It is.
But if you don't tell her, you'll never know. She might feel that same way and think that you have no feelings like that because you don't show her that side of you.
Right.
Or maybe you need to get some abs. I don't know where she is in her life. You know, maybe she's at that place where you got to let her make those mistakes with, you know, good-looking, maybe terrible personality guys, and then maybe she'll come around. I don't know. Maybe Steph can shed some light on it.
I think there's a good chance that she's dating the toolbars now, but will eventually come around and really want to date someone who might not necessarily have abs, but they're actually a good person and they're actually going to treat her well and commit to her. And that's what she's going to eventually, like, she's going to get to a point where she's like, all right, I don't care about abs. I want a good guy. Because I've gotten to that point where I'm like, I'm fine with dad bods. Like, I don't even care anymore. You just want someone who's going to be good to you. So when she gets to that point, it sounds like this guy, and maybe it'll kind of all click for her. And she'll be like, he was here all along, you know, but he has to bring it up to her because it doesn't sound like she's going to bring it up.
I could tell you this, though. The longer it goes, the harder it's going to be for you to get out of that friend zone. You're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into that friend zone because she might think this way. She might be like, you know, I really like Mark. He'd be a really good boyfriend, but he's my buddy, right?
Right.
But if you showed interest, maybe that would help. And you say you're getting to know her more because you guys are texting more. That means she's getting to know you more too. So she might be turning. She called you buddy and pal and you're a good guy or whatever before the pandemic. But now she might be seeing another side of you just like you're seeing another side of her. Right?
There's a good chance.
Right?
Yep.
And if she really is a good friend and you consider her a good friend, she considers you a good friend, and you do tell her something like this, like, hey, you know, I kind of got the feels, and she doesn't feel that way, is it going to make your guys' situation awkward? Yeah, probably for a little bit, but eventually you'll move on, and hopefully the friendship is strong enough where it'll still be intact.
That's what I was going to say. Honestly, I feel like if they're really that good of friends, they could overcome that. And he could say, okay, you know, I just wanted to bring it up in case you felt the same way. I had to mention it. I didn't want to regret not seeing how you felt. And then hopefully they could move on.
Just throwing it out there. We can throw it back. Just throwing it out there. See what you feel. Throw it right back if you don't like it. Yeah.
Right. And like I said earlier, I think that once she dates enough of these jerks, she's really going to get to the point where she's so sick of it. And she might look at someone like Mark, who's been under her nose the whole time, and it might all kind of click.
Right. So I don't know your guys' ages. I'm telling you, if she's young, that's going to change. I mean, maybe she'll find that guy with abs that treats her right. Those guys exist. They do. Not very many of them, but they exist.
Nope.
Most of the time, they're more interested in themselves, but that's such a stereotype. I need to stop doing that. Like, it's really okay. It's one of the few stereotypes that people are okay with, is saying that good-looking people are full of themselves and they don't have good personalities. Like,
that does seem to be a stereotype that a lot of people agree with.
And it's usually guys. Like, you can get away with making fun of good-looking guys. Be like, all right, you take the abs and the muscles and everything and the nice body, but, you know, enjoy his cardboard box personality. It's not always true. You know?
No, but you know what? I can get away with saying that because I've dated those guys who just love themselves. So you know what? I did my time and I earned this and I'm allowed to say it.
So why am I allowed to say it then?
Because you've witnessed me experience it, so it counts.
Okay, it didn't happen to me, but I had a friend who basically dated abs with legs and just... Yeah.
Yep, you've been there. You get it.
Mark, here's the thing. What I said right at the beginning is true. The only regrets we have are the things we didn't do, really. And you're gonna have a regret your whole life if you don't say something. To get serious for a second. She could be your person, maybe she's not. But it'll always be hanging over your head. Even when you do meet someone and you maybe marry them, you're always gonna be like, I wonder what would have happened if I told so-and-so. It doesn't mean you regret what happened after that, but it will be something you look back on and be like, I wonder if I missed out on an opportunity to get to know someone even better, you know?
Right.
And if she really is your friend, she'll be flattered. It might make, even if she didn't think about you that way before, maybe she will now. And if she really is your friend, she won't let it ruin the relationship unless you get creepy.
Right.
Unless you're like outside her window, like, so do you have feelings yet? Can
I change your mind?
Do you have any? I know I asked you 10 minutes ago, but how about now? Yeah, don't be that guy.
Right, don't do that. Never do that.
Yeah, don't be that guy. Hopefully that helps. I didn't think we were going to have one today, but that one came in actually last night. So I thought it was like, man, we've solved all the world's problems again. But if you guys have any issues you want us to help you with, hit me up, puff@puffandstuff.com, or send us a message on the Facebook. Coming up next, another dog story. This is a good dog story, Steph. You're going to love it.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Steph, you're going to love this story. You are. In Franklin, Tennessee, a dog became a hero on the 4th of July by alerting her owner to the house fire next door.
I love dogs.
Rue, a three-year-old Belgian Malinois?
I'm Googling it.
Okay.
Belgian
Malinois. Woke up her owner, Jeff, with frantic and unusual barks on Saturday night.
Oh.
When Jeff opened his door to investigate, Rue burst out and Jeff saw his neighbor's home on fire. He banged on their door, waking the family of 3 and their pets, and then used a garden hose on the fire until firefighters arrived.
Oh, what a hero. I just got goosebumps.
No one in the home was injured. The fire marshal said video evidence shows the fire was caused by the homeowners who had thrown away fireworks and other combustibles near their trash can.
Oh, no.
For those of you who don't know, you're supposed to submerge your fireworks in water for a little bit of time before you throw them away.
Right.
I mean, feel free to do it for a day or two just to make 100% sure. But
Yeah,
not to shame them or anything, because if they hadn't done this, we wouldn't have this amazing story of a dog being a hero.
I love it. Also, I Googled Belgian Malinois.
Yeah.
And Oh my gosh. They're so cute. And I think Rue is the perfect name. I
Okay.
approve.
All right, cool.
Oh my gosh. What a good boy.
We done with
I love
dogs
it.
for a second?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, let's talk about snakes. A German man's bachelor party in Austria ended with a snake biting him on the tongue and a trip to the hospital.
Ew.
The 38-year-old was dared to touch his tongue to the baby viper in southeastern Austria. The snake whipped around, bit his tongue, and his tongue swelled up.
I was wondering how the tongue even got near the snake, but then you said bachelor party, so I was like alcohol, and it all kind of came full circle.
Yep. Rescuers were called to the scene on Saturday evening. He was taken to the hospital. He's going to be okay. Now, I have been, at this point in my life, to 3 bachelor parties, including my own. They involve what normal bachelor parties involve. They involve drinking. They involve maybe a little bit of adult entertainment. They involve bad decisions, but not life and death decisions. Right? They don't involve. Hey, like at my bachelor party, people were like, "Yo, Puff, go lick that baby viper." Like, do you know whose bachelor party this is? I'm not getting anywhere close to that baby viper.
What a dumb dare, though. Like, but I guess for guys, they're like, "Oh, you won't do it."
YOLO. You get married in a week. You can't lick any vipers after you get married.
It's true. It's a true story.
It's part of the thing. Like, you're not allowed to be with other women. You're not allowed to lick baby vipers. It's
in the vows.
It was in my vows. I don't know if you noticed that, but it was absolutely in my vows. All right, let's do some stumping of Steph, and then we have something else to talk about real quick. 40% of men surveyed said that they wish their wife would do this, but they would never actually ask them to do it. They wish their wife would do this. This is a tough one. I'm just letting you know. They want their wife to do this, 40%, but they would never actually ask them to do it. What is it? And it's nothing gross. It's nothing like sexual.
Okay. Well, is it physical, like massaging or
Nope.
like anything like that?
Nope.
Is it something that you do around the house? Is it like housework?
Yeah, kind of. Not kind of. It definitely is. Yeah.
Is it something that she'd be doing for the guy? Like,
I think more for the guy than for her, but a guy could argue it's for both of them. If he's any good, if he's any good at arguing.
right? You obviously are, because you already have the argument planned out. What room of the house is it in?
Bathroom.
Oh. I would never ask her to do it. Does it involve like hygiene?
I mean, not really. No.
Is it cleaning?
Yes.
Oh, is it cleaning their hair out of the drain?
Yes. 40% of men surveyed said that they wish their wife would clean their hair out of the shower drain. They're afraid to ask, or they just don't ask them to do it.
You know what? And you're right, guys. Don't ask us to do it. Do it for us. It would make us so happy because we can't help that our hair falls out all the time.
I do it. I don't care.
Good. That's sweet. That's one of those little things that means a lot.
I'm not in that 40%. I don't care. If there's hair in the drain, I pick it up and I move it out of the drain. It's my wife. I love her. I'll gladly pick up her wet hair that fell off her head. It's such a little thing. I'm surprised 40% of dudes even worry about it. It's such a dumb little thing.
It is. I mean, I guess it can really clog the drain because I know ours gets really clogged sometimes. And you have to go down there with one of those yellow scrapey thingies.
Sure.
And it's kind of gross, but like, do it for your wife. It'll make her happy.
All right, next one. 1/3 of husbands surveyed said that they have hidden this from their wives. What is it? 1/3 say that they've hidden this from their wives. What is it?
Is it an online purchase?
Nope. It's not a purchase.
Does it involve going somewhere?
You went somewhere, yes, in order to...
Going to the strip club?
No. You did go somewhere in order to have to hide this. You can't get this at home.
But it's not a purchase?
Correct. It does involve money, though.
Oh, opening a separate checking account.
No.
Has to do with money, but you're not buying it.
Right. So you have to leave the house in order to get this. It involves money, but it's not a purchase, and you hide it from your wife.
Oh, drug deal.
And we're back to that time you said crack. No, it's not crack.
Doing crack.
It's not a drug deal. It is not. But you are on the right road, kind of.
Oh my gosh. So it's a different kind of drug than crack.
It's not drugs. It doesn't involve drugs. It's not a different kind of crack, no.
And you're not buying anything, but it involves money. So you have to go somewhere to do it.
Yes.
Gambling involves spending money, I guess.
Not gambling.
Where do you go to do it?
Outside, anywhere, really. It could happen. It could happen anywhere close.
Oh, shooting guns.
No. How would you hide shooting guns?
You just wouldn't tell her what you were doing.
I guess that could be an answer, but no, it's not the right one.
So this is something that you physically have to
Let me
buy.
this is something that you've done illegal. It's illegal to do this.
Well, have you ever done it?
I have never. Well, you've done this. I've done this.
Ooh. Oh, speeding ticket.
There we go. There we go.
Basically just like crack and gambling.
Right. You're like, is it crack again? Different type of crack. New crack? All right. So that was Stump Steph. Tomorrow, because it is July, Christmas in July. Steph, feel free to wear something Christmassy. I will not.
Please.
We are going to do another Hallmark Christmas movie review, but I have to watch one. What am I watching?
So I think we're gonna go this time with Switched for Christmas. This one came out in 2017.
Okay, Switched for Christmas. All right, that will be a Hallmark Christmas in July movie review. All month long, Hallmark is showing dumb Christmas movies. Have you been watching?
They're not dumb.
Have you been watching them?
I have watched a little, but I must say I'm a little disappointed because they're not showing them 24/7. Like, I tried to turn it on last night when I got in bed, and the not Gilmore Girls, the Golden Girls was on, and I was like, trying to watch Hallmark Christmas movies. So they're not showing them as often, but Switch for Christmas is a great one. It has DJ Tanner, who's she's like a Hallmark Christmas movie queen.
Right.
So I think you're gonna love it.
Okay. All right. So Switch for Christmas in tomorrow's Hallmark Christmas movie review. All right, that is your show for today. H&R Block reminds you have only 7 days left to file your taxes. We will see you guys tomorrow.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.